What a fucking tournament. I mean, what a tournament. I had my share of doubts. You know, you remember I made this mention of like, is India really a T20 side? I feel like it's not their format. I know they're number one on the table. And you're like, hey, well, they're number one on the table. They're number one ranked T20 side in the world. And I was like, yeah, I don't buy into the ranking BS because Jasprit Bumrah was nowhere in the rankings anyway. And imagine that. Here we are at the end of what I believe to be 55 matches that were played across the month of June. All right, the T20 World Cup 2024, the men's T20 World Cup 2024, 55 games. And with every single game that India played, we ticked a new box. We ticked a new box. We ticked a new box. Well, guess the fucking box we ticked last night.
We ticked the World Cup.
We ticked the fucking box off. Anyway, I have a lot of raw emotion I'm going to let out, I think, in the due course of this episode.
Maybe you need a drink.
Fuck yes. Let's cheers. Cheers.
Stop
fucking champions,
Cheers,
man.
We're the champions of the world. T20 is ours to take, and we have taken it.
Hallelujah.
In style.
Hallelujah.
In style. What a tournament it's been.
11 years since our last ICC trophy.
Right.
17 years since the last T20 World Cup trophy. And 13 years since the ODI World Cup victory in 2011. We've had, throughout this entire time, there was never a doubt that we have had champions in that team. Without a shadow of doubt. I think, on paper, hands down, India were the best side. All right? Over the last 2 to 3 years, which is what even Rohit was saying constantly, is the amount of work that they've put in. You can see player after player after player. There is nothing that you can fault them on. Absolutely nothing.
True.
The only thing was the elusive ICC trophy. Missed out in 2017 at the Champions Trophy. Semi-final knockout in 2019 World Cup against New Zealand in a rain-affected game. 2023 World Cup, we all know what happened. The ODI World Cup. I know we're sort of we're missing the 2021, the T20 World Cup there, which was a poor show. 2022, they got taken down badly by England in the semi-final at Adelaide.
Yeah.
But since 2023, this has been a team of champions that have dominated consistently, right? They have, in essence, always been a team of champions. And yesterday, we became officially a champion team.
Crowned the ICC T20 World Champions.
We absolutely did. And we did it in a brilliant manner, in a fighting manner, because South Africa had every reason to win this World Cup as well yesterday, the way they played. They played like champions too. I wouldn't take
Phenomenal. I would say South Africans played a brilliant game yesterday.
I wouldn't take that away from them at all. I thought Heinrich Klaassen, what a master, absolute legend. I've always loved watching him bat. I mean, he can put good balls away. Forget about bad balls, you know. I mean, they played their heart out. They really fought for it. I don't discount that. I think we won in certain moments, aka the foot of God.
I thought the game began in the right foot with Bumrah actually bowling I think that was a ball of the tournament which he bowled, right?
What a fucking peach, man!
Yeah, that was a beautiful ball, wasn't it?
Holy shit!
I mean, it's a dream of any bowler. You come in and you just nip it out, bowl middle and off, and clip the off stump.
No response.
No response. Played all over the ball. Didn't play the line. Reza Hendricks.
Literally, I'm sure in his head, he applauded his way back to the dugout. I think he applauded Bumrah on the way back.
He got him.
And then, of course, the wicket of Jansen. This is fuck. I mean, we have to now look. I know we've said it a billion times. We've said it always, right? Everybody talks about it. We have to talk about Jasprit Bumrah, man.
Yeah.
We have to talk about the champion that he is, the match winner that he is. I was reading up some of the commentary on Cricinfo, as I normally do, about the games. And there was one brilliant little line over there called Jasprit Bumrah is a bowler sent from the gods. That's what he is. He's a bowler sent down to India from the gods. He's a bowler of insuperable magnificence. I mean, these are adjectives which, I mean, I would probably make up new adjectives for him. I think we probably would have to do that, right? Like, how do you do this? How do you do this game after game, over after over, ball after fucking ball, ball after ball?
I mean, the tournament he's had, I mean, the key moments he has actually brought India back into the game or taken the game away completely from the opposition. Pakistan, he did that. Rizwan's wicket. What a wicket that was. I mean, stupid of Rizwan to actually try to slog sweep him. And then he carries on, and he gets India to the final. In the final, he produces a brilliant spell.
Yeah.
Right? A magnificent spell. That's what I call it. I mean, that's a dream spell for any fast bowler
Right
to come
from
into
the first over.
From the word go. He comes in the second over. India needs a wicket. India needs a wicket early. There he gets him with a peach of a delivery.
Yeah.
And then they bring him back again. Gets Jansen back home.
Oh, man.
Jansen had no clue. Jansen was the only batsman, right? Who was like an all-rounder, bowling all-rounder who could ideally bat and ideally could stick to the crease.
Yeah, Jansen would have been the only one I see as potentially being able to give Miller company.
Yeah, he
At that
could.
time,
He could
yeah.
have taken the game away from us. A few shots by Jansen, he can hit the ball long.
But 30 of 30, and in comes the GOAT, the
king.
Viking, the master. Send in Thor. That's what they did. Let's bring in Thor. So,
Yes.
You know,
Let's clean up. Let's clean up South
yes,
Africans. Let's
yeah.
put the brakes on them. I mean, the previous over, Aksa got hit for literally 22 runs.
Yeah,
I mean, he got tonked, clobbered, clubbed. I mean, there is no word.
Spinners had a bad day yesterday.
Oh yeah, they did. I mean, they
Spinners had
bowled
a very bad
extremely
day.
badly. I mean, the spin wizards of India just failed. I think
4 overs, 49 for Aksar, 1 for 49. I think the one wicket of Tristan Stubbs, which was a good wicket, by the way. Kuldeep going wicketless, 4 overs for 45. I don't know what was going on. I think it's pressure.
It was too full. I just don't think Kuldeep got his act right in the
Yeah,
finals.
he
He
did.
just bowled too full,
Yeah.
and he was bowling to the batsman's arc.
Yeah.
And they just clubbed him.
Yep.
They clubbed him quite a few times.
The box, that's what they call it.
Yeah, the box.
The box.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
box,
he was
yeah.
literally bowling in the box.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
too full, like you said. Ravindra Jadeja just bowled 1 over for 12. And massive straight 6 that from Heinrich Klaasen of Jadeja. What a shot. What a shot. Actually, fantastic
Even
6.
the one in the offside which he hit of Kuldeep when it was short
Yeah.
of length,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know the
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
one which
that's what-
Kuldeep bowled,
way
and he
outside
just
off.
he hit him over covers. It went like a bullet. That shot was like a tracer bullet, like how Ravi Shastri would
Yeah.
say. I mean, it was a tracer bullet. I mean, you cannot bowl to this man. He's
Yeah.
so dangerous. You pitch it up, he's going to
Very
hit you
dangerous.
straight. You bowl him short, he's going to hit you even further.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's been talking about it. I mean, he's a class act. Klaasen
is.
is class.
Klaasen is
Absolute class.
And like I'm saying, like, I mean, you know, you really can't take anything away from the South Africans. I think they were hands down the best opponent for India in this entire tournament, as it should have been for a final. And they did put India under a lot of pressure, both when India was batting as well as India was bowling. They threw themselves around in the field. Brilliant fielding. They really stopped a lot of boundaries. I know Virat Kohli had to consolidate. What an innings, by the way, from Kohli. We got to talk about that.
we will.
What a fantastic innings by him. I know he started accelerating at the word go,
Right.
like he should, but then he had to sort of pull back once we lost Rohit, Pant, and Surya early, and he did a fantastic job of keeping anchor, as he normally. That's actually his best role, isn't it? As an anchor.
This kind of reminded me of the game we played against Pakistan. where he successfully we chased Pakistan down, Pakistan's total down.
Are you talking about the infamous MCG game, sir?
Kohli goes down the ground, Kohli goes out of the ground. Yeah, I mean, this reminded me of that innings,
Shot of
right?
the
He was
century.
quite slow. I mean, he was trying, and he accelerated exactly the way he accelerated in that 1 over against Haris Rauf. And over here, he went after Rabada. I mean, great bowlers, both of them, great bowlers in their own right. And he was able to accelerate, and he
Did
took
you
it
just
on.
say Haris Rauf was a great bowler?
Yeah, to be hit.
But anyway, 76 is what Virat Kohli scores. He tries to accelerate towards the latter half of the innings and does a pretty damn good job of keeping it together nicely. 176, halfway mark. I thought that was a good score.
See, I think it was a great score. I was thinking 180 will be a great score.
Yeah,
because
psychologically.
psychologically, and it's not easy to get 9 runs an over against this Indian bowling attack. Though
They made it look
yeah,
pretty
they
damn
made it
easy.
look damn easy. I mean, just because our spinners didn't perform. I mean, that's all it was. But otherwise, going by the history of the tournament, it was going to be very difficult for South Africa to chase it down. They did a fantastic job, I must say. I mean, they got really close until there were a few moments where we've actually won the match for ourselves.
Yeah.
But
We won it in the last 5 overs.
yeah, last 5 overs, and they actually got it close in the last 5 overs, just before the last 5 overs started. I mean, that's when India had to do something. There was no other way out.
Brilliant, death over bowling by Arshdeep and Bumrah. I mean, of course, Bumrah we all know, but Arshdeep, that 19th over, South Africa need 20 of 12.
That's right.
Brilliant over by Arshdeep. That just gives away, I think, 4 runs?
Yeah.
Yeah, just 4 runs in that over when they need 16.
Sets it
at
up
the
for
last over.
16 for 6.
Yeah, and Hardik.
Yeah.
Oh, what a legend.
Yeah, he is.
What redemption. I'm going to get into this a little bit. You know, the story of Hardik's redemption. I think we all know what he went through during the IPL.
Yeah.
And he got a lot of flack from Mumbai fans, Rohit Sharma fans particularly. But when you see the camaraderie yesterday after the win of the game, you know, Rohit literally went up to him and literally he gave him a kiss on the cheek and gave him a hug as he was doing an interview, in the middle of an interview.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, it would have been so difficult, Wish. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine Hardik's plight, and imagine Rohit and Rahul Dravid's plight.
Yeah.
They're coming back from such a debacle of Mumbai Indians and the whole fans going, and the
Yeah.
team was completely off. Coming back to the international stage and performing like this, bringing the team together, winning a tournament.
Exactly.
With so many legends in the tournament already. I mean, in the team. I mean, check the team out. You got a Bumrah, you got a Virat Kohli, you got Rohit Sharma
That's all.
himself.
That's enough. We don't need any more.
You got Sky. He's a little easygoing
Okay,
chap.
Sky
Yeah.
there.
Looks like he's a very easygoing guy. Then you got Hardik Pandya. How did they pull this together? Get this team to function together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come to
great.
exactly how I think that they would have done it, because I think it boils down to a few key factors which we had going for us, and as we have for the last 6 to 8 months, in fact for the last 2 to 3 years in Indian cricket itself, right? The first one I would say is probably Jay Shah.
Sniper check. Before you say anything more.
But yeah, I mean, I think it boils down to quite a few things. But before I get into that, we've spoken about Kohli's innings. We've spoken about Bumrah. Actually, we haven't spoken enough about Bumrah. Hardik did a fantastic job of that last over. 3 overs, 3 for 20.
Impressive.
One of his best economy rates, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, in T20 cricket. He normally goes above 7. And he's got 3 wickets as well. So excellent. And what are the wickets? Look at the wickets. Heinrich Klaassen.
Yeah.
All right.
David Miller.
And Kagiso Rabada. Yeah.
I really didn't know Hardik performed so well. I didn't know his economy rate was 6.67. I mean, it didn't look like
the
it, right?
Seamers did the job for us yesterday.
It didn't look like it when the match was going, and you know.
But this is the thing about this game, right? T20s, it's about winning moments. That's what it is. It's not so much, because even though I know they were going pretty damn well, I mean, I think after that 22-run over, you could have very well said, you know, yeah, well, we're pretty much done. This is no longer our game. But this is T20. You get what I mean? And T20 cricket changes very, very quickly, because anything can happen as long as you start building pressure. And that's exactly what the guys did, right? You have Bumrah come in, give 1 over just for 4 runs, and let's sort of put the pressure back on the batsman. Arshdeep repeats that as well. Again, just about 4 runs. And look at this. You have no way but to start accelerating and start taking risks. The pressure's on you. You have to win. You take a risky shot. You get out. And that's how India literally manufactured this absolute brilliance of a victory from a situation where they were actually losing.
Right.
And they did that because of resilience, and they did that because of a certain individual called Rohit Sharma.
Absolutely. Marshaled his troops beautifully. Yeah.
What a captain.
Yeah. Oh, captain, my captain.
Oh, captain, my captain. Unbelievable captaincy right throughout the tournament. He made sure that they were in it till the end. I mean, of course, he had Thor, okay, but...
I mean, Kavish, they've been doing it, if you notice, against Australia, right? This was exactly the performance which they pulled out. Okay,
Yeah.
They were defending a good total against Australia, and Rohit Sharma actually
There's
pulled
one
it
more
out.
team they did it against pretty damn well.
Yeah, they did. So at the beginning of the tournament, I was talking about big teams over here.
Oh, right.
I was talking about
I meant England.
international teams.
I meant England.
I mean, the funniest thing which I ever heard was when Nasir Hussain called Rohit Sharma after the England game. He's got an iron fist with a velvet glove.
With a velvet glove.
Yeah, I'm sure he got punched quite well with the glove. Or I don't know where he sent it.
He used it to punch England in the groin, I'm guessing. Which we did. So.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, England were all out for 113, were they?
103.
103?
Isn't that what it was?
Did I give them 10 runs more?
How dare
Did they
you?
even deserve it?
How dare you?
Oh
sir?
man!
How dare you?
And the whole thing. Forget. I don't want to even talk about the English game because we just dominated them, and they just.
10 penalty runs, sir. Yeah, Michael Vaughan, I think he was like, how come India knows where they're playing the semi-finals and stuff like that? Yeah, damn it, because we got Jay Shah, man. Do you have a Jay Shah? You don't have a Jay Shah.
Do you got any money at all?
Yeah, what money? Huh? Have you seen that? That one on the I think Adam Gilchrist's podcast? I think it's the same one with Michael Vaughan.
Right. Yeah.
Club Prairie Fire, I believe. And they ask him a question as to why Indian players don't go to play in other leagues around the world. And when the Sehwag says, "Why do we need to go to poor countries to play? We have a rich country. We play in our country." That's a gangster moment by Sehwag, man.
Yeah, man. He did that to Sky Sports too, didn't he? He said that you can't afford me.
Yeah, you can't afford me. Yeah, I think they asked him to come
they
on.
did.
Yeah, absolutely.
He said that
you
to
can't
them.
afford me. But yeah, Michael Vaughan complaining about how this is India's tournament. Yeah, damn right it is. You know what? I'll tell you something. We can pull it up, but I know for a fact that broadly, I would say majority, okay, when India have reached a certain stage of a tournament and lost, okay, when we have lost, whether it was in the semis, whether it was in the finals, all right, 2023 ODI World Cup, when we have lost, we have never, okay, no ex-cricketer, no pundit, no expert analyst has come out and said that we lost because of something else apart from the fact that the team didn't play well. All right? We know how to lose well. Okay?
I mean, Inzamam was the best. I mean, his comments were the best.
Shit. Look at this shit. How they're getting reverse swing.
I love Rohit Sharma's response. Thoda dimag lagana. Use your brains, man. Use your brains.
But Rohit made a very, very...
Valid point, yeah.
No, it's not a valid point. He's asking somebody to use their brains. If they have one, then they could probably fucking use it. They probably just don't have one.
I mean, why did they come back?
They just want excuses for their shit performance. That's it. They just want excuses. India never gives an excuse for shit performance. This is the one thing I'm saying.
I think Pakistan media should have stopped following the World Cup after Pakistan lost like that.
This happens every single time. Pakistan loses a game. Those guys are complaining about some shit. This should not have happened. Every fucking ex-players are coming out and saying all of this shit. They just don't know how to lose. Just lose. We lost. Okay. We cried. We had a heartbreak. It was a fucking awesome tournament that we played in 2023. We pretty much demolished every opposition, including Australia earlier in the
we were the team to win.
We were the team to win. We lost because Australia played better cricket. There's nothing else.
It turned
to it,
out that
all right?
day. We
there was
watched
no
it, yeah.
advantage. There was nothing. Yes.
Right.
Even if there was something that I remember that there was some chat about the pitch, that some of our players were saying, yeah, man, what did they do with the pitch? They should not have done that with the pitch. It kind of hampered India's ability to perform well. We're talking about ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not talking about Australia having done something.
Absolutely,
All right?
absolutely.
And we did something that ended up working in Australia's
Yeah,
favor.
if you wanted to win that World Cup and we were so skewed towards winning that World Cup and everything was skewed towards us, it was we hosted that
Exactly.
World Cup. We are supposed to win the World Cup.
They just
right?
don't know how
That's
to
how
lose.
it is. I'm so proud of Indians and that whole team, right? Come on. I mean, look at the tournament India has played. They defended 119 against Pakistan, got them bowled out.
Yeah.
Right?
That was because of reverse swing. by the
Yeah,
way.
indeed. The Pakistani players didn't know
Not
where it was
because-
bowling.
No,
right?
yeah, man, come on. Pakistan, they're amazing batsmen. They just didn't expect reverse swing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They were bamboozled. they were screwed up. They were so messed. I mean, how can you
This
complain?
year, all right, this year in T20s, Babar Azam is the highest run getter. Okay.
How much did he score? 10 runs?
Shahid Afridi is the highest wicket taker in T20 cricket, international T20 cricket. Babar Azam and Shahid Afridi are the highest run getters and wicket takers.
We won this game fair and
then
square.
there's this bullshit meme shit that's
we
going
beat
around
each and every big team.
about Surya's foot having hit the damn thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We have probably about 400 cameras in that freaking ground.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
they probably have like excessively high frame rates. All right, you can slow it down to literally a quarter of the speed if they needed to be able to see frame by frame by frame, and not once did that damn Toblerone flinch. All right, it might have, because if Surya jumped across the rope and let out a little fart in the air, that's probably the only thing that might have a little flinch. But his foot was nowhere near that fucking boundary. And then you have people coming out and saying, yeah, there's a bit of a shake.
Guys,
Losers.
don't listen to them.
I love how South Africa have taken it.
Yeah.
Look at those guys. Those guys are champions, in my opinion. South Africa are champions. New Zealand are champions. They lose with grace. They know how to lose. They know how to accept defeat and say, well, the other team played well. That's it.
Come on, think about this, right? Group stages, didn't lose a single game. Beat Pakistan, defended 119.
Reverse swing.
Yeah, reverse swing, of course. And USA beat them, fair and square, hands down.
Yeah.
Right? And then we move into the Super 8s. Different conditions, ball
Yeah.
is slow, beat every team.
Yeah.
Afghanistan, demolished them.
Yeah.
Australia, beat them. Then you move on to England. They beat England. They thrashed England. I would call them.
Because they knew where the ground was, guys. They got there a few minutes earlier.
And England never arrived. What were the English batsmen doing? They couldn't. They had no answer to India's spin.
They were just
that
upset
day.
that they were at the wrong
fantastic.
ground.
Yeah. Fantastic. It's a spin-friendly wicket. Look at our bowlers, how they bowled there. They had 3 spinners. What were they doing?
Yeah, Moeen Ali didn't bowl him. All right. Adil Rashid got taken down.
Yeah,
All
Liam
right.
Livingstone got hit. So this is the difference. And we come to South Africa. They played a game.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good game. And we performed extremely well in the bowling.
Yeah.
I mean, India's fielding has been phenomenal this tournament. We've taken
They've had
blinders
some
of
issues as well.
Yeah, we have, but
We
that
had some-
doesn't matter. I mean, when it mattered, they pulled out a
That's
great
true.
performance.
That's true. They had some issues. I think it was the Australia game that they had some issues. Yeah, I mean, look, it hasn't entirely sort of sunk in that we're the champions, that we are World Cup champions or T20 World Cup champions. I don't view this in any which way or form as some sort of redemption for November. It's a completely different format, completely different kind of tournament that took place there. Not as many teams to start with anyway. All big teams. And it is the most prestigious one as well. So there's still that one for us to get. We might be looking at a post-Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma era for that. And I hope that we can pull it off. And then we have, the T20 World Cup, which we won yesterday. Just looking at the raw emotions of the guys, the long wait that it's been, I just want to tip my hat off to every single one of those guys. Every single one of them. Including the coach. 2007 gets knocked out early as captain. It's the last time he had anything to do with the West Indies, because that was also in 2007. And yesterday, did you see the moment when he held the trophy?
Oh, yes.
What a moment that was, because you would think someone like a cool cucumber like Rahul Dravid would just lift the trophy and be sort of nonchalant about it. But he went fucking crazy, man. I was like, fucking hell. What a moment that
what a
was.
moment.
The other great moment, there's so many videos that are popping up, and it just like I watch it, I cried my ass off last night, guys. I probably am gonna right now as well. You know that moment when the last ball is bowled. There's an amazing wide-angle video of it. Somebody's obviously taking it from the stands. There's a wide-angle video of it. Last ball is bowled. Ball goes up to Arshdeep in mid-wicket. It takes a second for Hardik. He turns around to look at Arshdeep, and then he just falls to the ground.
Yeah.
Moments before he gets to the ground, Sharma, flat on the ground by that time, cap's fallen off, smacks the ground.
Right.
5 times. I'm just in this jubilant, euphoric kind of state of mind. It's still taking its time to sink in. The streets of Dubai were filled. The streets of India were filled with people out there waving the flag. These guys have worked their asses off and taken a lot of shit for a long, long time. And I personally am not somebody who believes that in order to prove that you're a champion, that you got to bring back a trophy. I don't think that's you are a champion. You guys are all champions. Yes. I have no doubt about that. Is it nice to have the trophy? Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
That is the Aussies will tell you. Yeah, they'll also complain about it while they do it. But is it nice to have a trophy? Yes, it is nice to have a trophy. But that nothing ever takes away from the fact that there was no team more deserving than this Indian team of winning this World Cup for the amount of work that they've put in, for the battles that they've had to fight, for the challenges that they had to overcome.
After the 50 overs, especially.
For the kind of performances that they pulled off and yet didn't get across to the finish line. For the kind of beef that they had to take from the media. For the kind of pressure that they have to handle. No other team in international cricket, no other team, absolutely none. It's always these guys in blue who face the highest amount of pressure in every single game that they play, whether that's a World Cup tournament, whether that's a bilateral series. They face the pressure because they know that there's 1.4 billion people that's watching them, building their expectations in order for them to bring home some form of a trophy.
29th of June will be etched in 1.4 billion people's memories. It was a special day for all us as Indians who follow the sport, who love the sport, who comment about the sport, who eat, sleep, and die for cricket ideally, right? These are the moments as fans, you watch the sport, you follow the sport so religiously. We're sitting and talking about it right now.
Yeah.
And all this brings meaning to it, gets all of us together.
Yeah.
Right? With a country like India, it brought all of us together. I mean, fantastic. And so proud of these boys, right? The way they handled themselves, so much of pressure, different pressure situation in games which they were put in. They came on top and they were top. They were top. They were the top team and they ended up being the top team.
You know what? Fucking well done, India. Really. You guys deserved it. Perhaps, in all likelihood, you guys deserved it more than anybody else did. I thought South Africa played a fantastic game of cricket yesterday. And, we're going to take a short little break and come back with the intro. Yeah, all right. So, we've got a little something called the T20 World Cup Class of 2024, which is our pick of the 11 best players of, the best team. And here's what we got, all right? Here's what I got. You can give me your feedback. In number 1, Rohit Sharma.
Oh, yeah.
Captain. That's his position.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the number 2 spot, I'm a little sort of torn between 2 players. As an opening partner to Rohit Sharma, all right? It's a toss-up for me between Quinton de Kock and Ramanullah Gurbaz. Ramanullah Gurbaz, I believe, is one of the top run getters of the tournament. So I think Quinton de Kock sort of pips Ramanullah Gurbaz just by virtue of the fact that he played in the final, played a great innings in the final to start with, and he's left-handed.
Right.
A left-hand, right-hand combination is always handy. At 1 down, I've got Surya Kumar Yadav.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What do you think about that?
Sky had a fantastic tournament.
He did. He missed out yesterday, but he had a great tournament.
Yeah.
Two down. He has to be. He has to be in this list. Yeah. Heinrich Klaassen. What a legend of a batsman.
Pure
what
class.
Absolute brilliant.
Pure
but
class.
I also forget that Klaassen's also a wicket keeper, by the way. Just so you know.
He is.
Yeah.
He
so
is.
we actually have technically 2 wicket keepers. Anyway, Heinrich Klaassen in there. Number 5. Hardik Pandya. Excellent tournament for him.
Yeah.
Brilliant with the ball. Excellent with the bat. Does his job with the bat in most occasions. Right. Saved India a couple of times as well. And then at number 6, I got Axar Patel.
Right.
He's had an excellent tournament again, barring yesterday's game. Poor with the ball, but excellent with the bat yesterday. So that extra power that he gives, I mean, he's a classical batsman as well. He can play his shots down the ground. He can drive beautifully. He can play, through the line.
That lofted straight drive
Amazing.
which he played yesterday,
Yeah.
straight batted.
Absolutely.
It was a
Amazing.
treat. It felt like we were watching top order batsmen actually pulling the shot out.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
absolutely.
nothing less of that quality.
Yeah. So between Pandya and Axar, we have 2 all-rounders. I've added 1 more all-rounder to this mix, who I consider to be a bowling all-rounder primarily, and that is Rashid Khan.
Oh, yes.
Excellent bowler. We all know what he can do with the ball. He can really, defy the best of batsmen.
He's one of the best spinners in the T20 format. He's the best spinner. Yeah, he is the best spinner in the T20 format. He's had a lovely tournament. Afghanistan as a whole have had a lovely tournament this time, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep. So Rashid Khan at number 7. At number 8, again, barring yesterday's game, Kuldeep Yadav has been a game changer for India.
Yeah.
He had a poor outing yesterday. Unfortunately, goes wicketless. But still, we all know what he's capable of.
Yeah, semi-finals against England.
Exactly. He arrived. You guys didn't know which ground it was. All right. At number 9, we've got our first seamer, who's also shown in some shades his ability to bat. He can actually, hit the ball for a few, and that is Arshdeep Singh. Joint highest wicket taker for the tournament with 17 wickets across the T20 World Cup. Amazing bowling yesterday. He just did a fantastic job of keeping it tight, In the
19th over, when it all
matters.
mattered.
Yeah,
It
just didn't let them get away with it. They just got 4 runs off of that over.
Yeah.
Amazing from Arshdeep. He's had a fantastic tournament. He really has. I think because he's sort of been overshadowed by the next guy, often we tend to forget that what his contribution has been, as with Pandya for that matter, with the ball.
Yes.
Right. So Arshdeep has been an absolute gem for India in this entire tournament. So he's our number 9. At number 10, we have a certain bowler named Jasprit Bumrah. All right. Have you heard of him? No? You haven't? Maybe you're from a different planet. Oh, you might have heard of him then as well, because he's probably from a different planet. All right. Anyway. So I don't need to explain why he's in the squad. His position, number 10. And to round it off, joint highest wicket taker with Arshdeep Singh, another left-arm seamer who's done some brilliant work this entire tournament, is Fazal Haq Farooqi. All right, that's our T20 World Cup class of 2024. Any questions, sir?
None. I mean, we picked the best, I think.
Did we?
I mean, this is the best. This is the best team.
Any alternative potential mentions, that we could throw in over here?
I thought Kagiso Rabada also had a good tournament this time. He had a fantastic tournament. He bowled some really crucial overs for South Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in the semi-finals against Afghanistan.
The advantage Rabada has got is he's got a little bit more pace, I think.
Absolutely.
So,
he's got some pedigree too. He's Kagiso Rabada, man.
But this entire tournament, pace off has been the way to play, isn't it?
That's true, but he's got a lovely slow one too. I mean, he's got a slower bouncer.
Yeah.
He's got all the balls in the arsenal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got every delivery in his arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a fantastic bowler. He's one of the best bowlers in cricket right now, international cricket right now, man. There's no doubt. He's Kagiso Rabada.
He had England's balls in his arsenal as well.
I mean, against Afghanistan, the spell he bowled, I don't think Afghanistan had a clue of how to play him. I mean, he was unplayable that match. And
that was a
coming to the finals, that was a hammering which Afghanistan got.
That was a hammering. I feel like this could most likely be the best. I know some of our esteemed audience from certain countries, will make some mentions on these, given the kind of comments that we've seen.
What about Tanzim?
Yeah, what about Tanzim? Oh,
where do you put him in the team?
We put him at number 18. That's where we fucking put him at, all right? Fucking. Final match? Huh?
What is happening?
I found.
Satisfied?
Satisfied.
What do you mean?
Yeah. No, we've been getting some comments where some people say 0% cricket knowledge. We never said 100%, fuckers. That's, you know what? Because we got 0% cricket knowledge, we can say what the fuck we want. Perform, what happening?
This is our Bangladesh fans.
Perform, what happening? What do you mean? Perform, what happening?
Guys, we won the finals. We are the champions. We got all the bragging rights. So, you know what? Screw yourself if you don't like it that we are bragging. Otherwise, go win and come back and brag.
We'll put Tanzim in the squad, right? The full 15. Okay.
Hey, what about Rishad?
Yeah, Rishad. Fizz.
What about Fizz's ball? Fizz off, man.
You know what? I actually want to say something else. We fucking pulled this shit off as well.
Oh yeah, we did.
We reached episode 7. We started this out on a whim at the start of this World Cup.
That's right.
Really, really happy that we decided to pull this off across this tournament. We've got our share of feedback. People have loved it. People have maybe not loved it so much. Maybe not everybody's cup of tea. We don't care.
That's true.
What's coming up next? I don't mean tournaments. I'm going to talk about our show. I'll tell you something, guys. We have absolutely nothing planned.
Final match you perform. What is happening?
Final episode now. So I know for a fact that this is by no stretch of the imagination the final episode. The fact that we've even managed to make it this far. Let's see. I'll pat on the back.
Yeah, well done, son. Well done.
Yeah. Not everybody can pull this off, guys. Everybody can comment.
Yeah. They can write some shit.
Yep, they write some shit
all over.
just because they can. Yeah. Hey, how about I just turn the comments off? I can do
It's just say, fuck you guys.
You know, the thing is, we actually don't give a shit.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, we actually don't give a shit. Yeah, whoever sent in their negative comments, they're just bitter that their team didn't win.
Or they weren't just worthy to be a part of our mentions.
Yeah. India got reverse swing, Pakistan got reverse flight. But anyway,
guys, come on, it's your team. They tried their best. They just got whooped. It's all right.
On a final note, whoever has actually liked and shared this podcast, thank you guys so very much. We really appreciate your support. We're trying to do some interesting things moving forward. I do have to make a very important announcement, and that is we are now on Spotify.
Wow.
Woo! Like I said, we promised that we try to get on other platforms. We gotten into Spotify. So I'll leave a link in the description below. So make sure you check that out.
Yeah.
Big, huge congratulations to the men in blue, Team India. Absolutely fantastic, guys. We are the champions. And really, really glad that the trophy is now coming home.
Shit, motherfucker.
What a tournament it's been, isn't it? What a way it started, where it started, where it ended.
And for us, as spirits in cricket, I mean, the way it started the first time ever, we got together to do this.
Yeah.
And it's been a wonderful experience.
Did it on a whim. I just said, Keithy, let's get started. Let's shoot. I got the lights, set the camera out, and start shooting.
Ups to this man, Wish, for producing this. I mean, he's been fantastic. I think he's posted lovely content.
Thank you very much.
And it's been too much fun. It's been too much fun. I just don't want to stop talking. I just want to just keep going. I just want to do anything. Just keep talking. Just keep talking.
I got a full bottle of whiskey over here.
Yeah.
All right, I got a full bottle. Paul John, it's Indian whiskey, Nirvana. How awesome is that? You drink Indian whiskey on the day that India has won the World Cup. What else do you do?
Indeed,
you know what I mean?
indeed.
So, man, it has been an awesome journey doing this, and we are going to continue. That much I can tell you.
Absolutely.
We just don't know what we're going to do, but
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure this out.
Yeah.
Big thank you to all the venues that allowed us to, record our podcast earlier. We recorded at Tyler's. We also recorded at Stables. We will be looking at other venues to go and do this stuff in the future. Keep a watch out for any new episodes that come out after this. We're trying to work out a decent plan based on the schedule of cricket that's happening in and around the world. We do want to cover a lot of things that are happening in Indian cricket as well.
That's right.
So we have some stories that we want to tell. So keep a watch out for all of that. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on YouTube and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of new videos. We are also on Instagram at Spirits and Cricket, and on Spotify we are Spirits and Cricket. Spirits and Cricket. Man, I keep messing that up. It's Spirits and Spirits and Cricket. My name is Vish.
My name is Kirti.
We are Spirits and Cricket. We love our spirits. We love our cricket. We also love doing this content for you. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon in the next one. Fantastic India.
Final match performed.
Satisfied.
Satisfied.
Oh, righty. Let's get another drink. Let's pour this.
I'm taking it off. Yeah, cool. Oh.
And make your perform what's happening.